Do you know there are 5 simple vegetables that can quietly support the collagen-producing cells in your skin, help your skin remember how to repair itself, and bring back a natural glow you thought was gone? These are not pills, not superfoods, not trends, and not expensive creams. They're ordinary, overlooked vegetables, sitting in your kitchen or grocery aisle, working from within in a way most women were never taught to understand. After 50, when estrogen begins to decline, collagen doesn't just decrease. It often becomes more fragile, more dehydrated, and easier to damage. Inflammation can rise. The liver has more to process, and glycation, the slow stiffening effect of excess sugar binding to proteins, can make collagen fibers less flexible and more prone to visible aging. In this video, I'll walk you through each vegetable and the specific pathway it supports: collagen protection, hydration, hormone-friendly metabolism, and steadier skin resilience. I'll also show you how to use them in real life, how to prepare them, how often to eat them, and simple combinations that make the benefits more noticeable over time. Stay with me until the end. I have a small surprise for you. And if this message speaks to you, please subscribe and comment the country you're watching from. Now let's begin. 1. Artichoke, the collagen protector and estrogen detoxifier. Most women overlook artichoke completely. They will name berries, nuts, collagen powders, anything that sounds beauty-related. But artichoke is different. It does not try to add collagen from the outside. It helps you protect and preserve the collagen scaffold you still have, so it stays stronger, more flexible, and more responsive, especially after 50. Here is the quiet biology. After menopause, collagen does not weaken only because of time. It breaks down faster because inflammation rises, glycation tightens and stiffens fibers, and the liver has more hormonal byproducts to process. When that internal traffic jam builds, your skin often shows it first: dullness, puffiness, and a tired, fragile texture. Artichoke helps by sending a few useful signals. It contains compounds like cynarin and chlorogenic acid. Research suggests these support bile flow and antioxidant defenses, which can help your liver handle daily metabolic cleanup more efficiently. And when your internal cleanup runs smoother, many women notice their skin looks less heavy and more even, over weeks, not overnight. Artichoke also supports the tiny builders underneath your skin. It provides vitamin C and magnesium, and those nutrients matter because fibroblasts, the collagen-producing cells, work best when they are calm, nourished, and well supplied. When they are irritated or underfueled, repair slows, quietly. To use it in real life, aim for artichoke 2 to 3 times per week. Light steaming or roasting works best. Avoid boiling it into mush, because overcooking can blunt the benefits. Pair it with a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado to help your body absorb key plant compounds. Keep it simple. Artichoke hearts in a salad, a warm side dish, or blended into a savory spread. One quick safety note: if you have gallbladder disease, bile duct blockage, or a known allergy to plants in the daisy or ragweed family, check with your clinician before using artichoke heavily. And that brings us to the next vegetable, one that helps protect collagen from being broken down too fast by the enzymes that become more active after menopause. 2. Brussels sprouts, the collagen shield and hormonal stabilizer. Some changes in the mirror do not begin on the surface. They begin underneath, where collagen is supposed to act like a firm scaffold holding your cheeks, jawline, and skin texture in place. And when that scaffold starts getting quietly cut down, no cream can lift it back on its own. This is exactly why Brussels sprouts matter after 50. Here is the simple biology map. As estrogen declines, the skin becomes more vulnerable to internal breakdown. Inflammation rises, glycation stiffens the fibers, and certain enzymes that act like tiny scissors become more active, slowly cutting through collagen and elastin before sagging is obvious. That is why some women notice puffiness, thinning around the cheeks, and a softer jawline, even when they are doing everything right. Brussels sprouts earn their place here because they carry compounds that support healthier estrogen metabolism. One of the best known is indole 3-carbinol, often shortened to I3C, which forms when cruciferous vegetables are chopped and chewed. Research suggests this pathway can help the body process estrogen byproducts more efficiently, which matters because when hormonal waste builds up, it can amplify inflammation and make collagen more fragile. They also contain sulforaphane, a protective molecule linked to stronger antioxidant defenses and calmer inflammatory signaling. Think of it as a shield for your fibroblasts, the collagen builders, so the collagen you still make is less likely to be damaged before it even has a chance to support your skin. Many women notice over weeks that their skin looks less swollen, feels a bit firmer, and holds hydration better, not because Brussels sprouts add collagen, but because they help preserve it. How you cook them matters. Do not boil Brussels sprouts into softness, because long boiling can reduce key compounds and vitamin C. Light roasting, gentle steaming, or a quick sauté works better. Add olive oil, lemon, or a pinch of salt. Pair them with a sulfur partner like red onion or garlic for even stronger support, because sulfur is one of the quiet signals your collagen-related enzymes respond to. Quick safety note: if you take blood thinners, have thyroid concerns, or live with IBS that flares with cruciferous vegetables, start with small portions and listen to your digestion. And that brings us to the next vegetable, the one that helps activate the enzyme that locks collagen fibers into a stronger, more resilient scaffold in the first place. 3. Red onion, the collagen enzyme activator. Picture your collagen like a net under the skin. When the knots are tight, your face holds its shape. When the knots loosen, everything starts to look softer, even if you are eating well and using good products. That is why red onion matters, not because it is a beauty trend, but because it supports the hidden step most women never think about after 50, how collagen fibers are linked and stabilized. Here is the biology map in simple terms. After estrogen declines, your body may produce less collagen, yes, but just as important, collagen becomes harder to organize. The fibers do not bind as firmly. They lose structure and they lose moisture. Inflammation rises. Glycation stiffens the scaffold, and the skin begins to look less supported, especially around the cheeks and jawline. Red onion brings two quiet signals that your collagen scaffold responds to: quercetin and sulfur compounds. Quercetin helps calm oxidative stress. Sulfur supports the chemistry your tissues use to maintain structure. I want to be accurate here. We should not claim red onion flips one single collagen enzyme on like a switch, but emerging evidence links quercetin, rich in sulfur, rich plant foods to better tissue resilience and steadier inflammation, which is exactly the environment collagen needs to hold. Red onion also supports microcirculation. When blood flow beneath the skin is sluggish, fibroblasts, your collagen building cells, do not receive nutrients and oxygen efficiently. Many women notice over weeks that their complexion looks brighter, puffiness eases, and tone looks more even, not because onion is cosmetic, but because delivery improves. To use it well, keep it simple. Use red onion raw and finely sliced in salads or lightly pickled. Gentle grilling is fine, but avoid high heat caramelizing, especially with sugary sauces, because that can reduce sensitive compounds and increase glycation stress. Pair it with Brussels sprouts or artichoke for sulfur synergy and stronger collagen preservation from within. If this is clicking for you, comment 1 if you believe collagen health must start from within, or comment 0 if you still think creams and supplements can do it alone. And that brings us to the next chapter, because once collagen is protected and stabilized, hydration becomes a deciding factor for softness and elasticity after 50. 4. Romaine lettuce, the hydration and hyaluronic acid booster. Some women over 50 do not chase wrinkle-free skin. They chase plumpness. Their skin looks softer, fuller, and undeniably alive. This is your clue that collagen is only the frame. The volume comes from deep hydration, the kind that makes skin look smooth and reflective before you even apply your morning moisturizer. Here is the biological reality. As estrogen exits, your skin stops holding water. Hyaluronic acid, the sponge that pulls moisture into your cells, evaporates with age. You feel this as tightness, rough texture, and deeper lines. When that internal reservoir dries up, your collagen scaffold becomes brittle, stiff, and prone to permanent creasing. Most people dismiss romaine lettuce as crunchy water. Wrong. Romaine acts as a cellular hydration lock. It is packed with potassium, folate, and small amounts of silica, trace minerals that dictate how your cells handle fluid. It does not magically create hyaluronic acid. It builds the electrolyte environment that forces your skin to actually hold on to the water you drink. Potassium is the gatekeeper here. It regulates fluid balance inside every cell. Without it, you can drink gallons of water and still look withered because the fluid flushes right out. Within weeks of adding this mineral source, many women notice the papery look around the eyes and mouth softens, simply because the moisture finally stays put. The protocol is strict. Keep it raw. Heat is the enemy. Boiling strips away what makes romaine useful, leaving mostly fiber behind. Use it in salads, wraps, or blend it into smoothies with water or unsweetened almond milk. Always pair it with healthy fats like avocado or olive oil, so fat-soluble vitamins are absorbed, not wasted. If you are on a medical fluid restriction or kidney diet, follow your doctor's plan first. Next, we stop feeding the forces that harden and swell the face, the slow sugar bonding that stiffens collagen, and the low-grade inflammation that keeps tissues looking tired. 5. Celery, the anti-glycation and puffiness reducer. Many women follow the rules religiously. You eat clean, you sleep, you moisturize, yet you wake up looking puffier. Your jawline loses definition. Smile lines cut deeper. This is not a failure of effort. It is a failure of defense. Your routine is feeding your skin, but it is not shielding it. Here is the biological reality. After 50, estrogen drops and a silent destroyer accelerates: glycation. Excess sugar molecules do not just stick, they caramelize your collagen. They turn flexible, bouncy tissue into a brittle scaffold that snaps instead of stretching. When this stiffening hits, inflammation gets trapped, and swelling becomes harder to clear. This is where celery acts as a metabolic weapon. Dismiss it as just water at your own risk. Celery is a delivery system for apigenin and luteolin, compounds known to intercept inflammatory signals. It does not just calm stress, it creates a hostile environment for glycation, helping keep collagen fibers pliable rather than rigid. It also functions as a natural drainage system. Puffiness is not just about hydration, it is about fluid stagnation. When electrolytes are off, fluid leaks into tissues, leaving your face swollen while your cells remain thirsty. Celery helps reset this balance, supporting cleaner contours and reducing that heavy, congested look over weeks. It also optimizes your internal filters. Your liver and kidneys fight a daily war against hormonal waste. When they slow down, skin looks gray and dull. Celery supports daily clearance, so your collagen scaffold is not constantly under siege from internal buildup. The protocol is simple but strict. Eat celery raw, chop it into salads or blend it into a low-sugar green juice. Pair it with romaine to lock in hydration. Pair it with red onion to double lock the anti-glycation defense. Together, they stabilize both your structure and your fluid balance. A safety reminder: if you take blood pressure medication, diuretics, or are on a kidney-restricted diet, monitor your potassium intake and follow your doctor's guidance. Celery proves the ultimate truth of this video. After 50, beauty is not about adding more products. It is about fiercely protecting what remains. Now that you understand what each vegetable does for repair and resilience, it is time to put them into a simple routine, so you get the strongest support for hormones and collagen without guessing. 6. How to use these vegetables for the best collagen, hormone, and skin benefits. When you start, you naturally crave instant gratification in the mirror. You might see early wins, lighter digestion, reduced puffiness. But the structural transformation, stronger collagen scaffolding, and more stable hormones requires patience because it follows cellular cycles, not supplement hype. The goal is not sporadic eating. It is a protocol that synchronizes with your biology week after week. Rule 1: consistency beats volume. You do not need massive portions. You need persistent biological triggers. Aim for artichoke, Brussels sprouts, red onion, romaine, and celery roughly 3 times weekly. This steady rhythm forces the body to flush hormonal waste, quench inflammation, and armor your collagen enzymes. Do not whisper to your cells. Command them. Repeatedly. Rule 2, rotation, not saturation. Each vegetable targets a specific aging pathway, so binging one day and starving the next fails. Preparation is the activation key. Steam or roast artichokes and Brussels sprouts. Boiling destroys the compounds you need. Eat red onion raw or pickled. High heat can increase glycation stress. Keep romaine and celery fresh, always paired with healthy fats like avocado or olive oil to ensure absorption, not excretion. Timing is the leverage point. Use romaine and celery in the morning or midday because their electrolytes fight the morning puff. Place artichoke and Brussels sprouts at dinner, aligning with the liver's nightly detox cycle. Red onion is flexible, yet it pairs strategically with Brussels sprouts or artichoke, creating a sulfur surge that reinforces the collagen grid. To make this automatic, use this 7-day rotation. Day 1, romaine and celery. Day 2, red onion at lunch. Day 3, Brussels sprouts at dinner. Day 4, romaine and celery return. Day 5, artichoke at night. Day 6, red onion again. Day 7, pick your favorite builder. Anchor these within high-protein meals because repair demands raw materials, not just signals. Executed this way, these are not just foods. They are biological commands that reawaken cellular memory. Yet once repair starts, the biggest threat is not what you forget to add. It is the invisible habits that silently dismantle your progress, which is exactly what we dismantle next. 7. Mistakes to avoid or your collagen may break down faster. Even when you start eating the right foods, collagen can still break down faster if a few hidden mistakes stay in place. Because collagen protection is not only about what you add, it is also about what you accidentally destroy. How you cook, how consistently you repeat the signals, and which everyday habits quietly sabotage hormones, hydration, and repair. Mistake 1 is overcooking the very vegetables meant to protect you. When you boil artichokes or Brussels sprouts for too long, you strip away key compounds and vitamin C, and you weaken the sulfur-based support your liver and collagen defenses rely on. The fix is simple: light steaming, gentle roasting, or a quick sauté at moderate heat. Keep the structure. Keep the signal. Mistake 2 is turning red onion into a glycation factory. Deep frying, heavy caramelizing, or cooking it with sugar destroys fragile plant compounds and creates more advanced glycation end products, the sticky damage that stiffens collagen fibers. The fix is strict. Use red onion raw, lightly pickled, or gently cooked at low heat. No sugary sauces, no high heat browning. Mistake 3 is canceling hydration with the wrong toppings. Romaine and celery can support moisture retention, but if you drown them in sugary dressings, processed sauces, or salty dips, you trigger the very glycation and swelling you're trying to escape. The fix is clean and boring in the best way. Lemon, olive oil, herbs, vinegar, and simple homemade dressings. Mistake 4 is inconsistency. Collagen repair runs on slow biological cycles, not weekend motivation. 2 days of romaine and celery will not rebuild a hydration reservoir. Brussels sprouts twice a month will not shield collagen from hormone-driven breakdown. The fix is weekly rotation, repeated exposure, persistent commands to your cells, not occasional whispers. Mistake 5 is ignoring digestion. If your gut is irritated, inflamed, or your microbiome is off, nutrients do not get absorbed efficiently, so fibroblasts never receive the building materials. The fix is to support digestion gently. Pair artichoke or Brussels sprouts with lemon, garlic, or a splash of vinegar. Eat slowly. Start with smaller portions if cruciferous vegetables bloat you, especially with IBS. And one final misunderstanding: topical skincare cannot compensate for internal glycation, hormonal imbalance, or metabolic congestion. Creams can support the surface, but the scaffold is built from within. When you stop accidentally damaging collagen, Many women notice their skincare finally works better because the foundation underneath is no longer being dismantled every day. In the end, beauty after 50 is not about adding more. It is about protecting what you still have. Collagen does not disappear overnight. It gets weakened, dried out, and quietly dismantled by inflammation, glycation, and hormonal shifts. And that is why real collagen support is rarely found in expensive creams. It is built from within, through the signals you repeat, the toxins you clear, and the structure you preserve. These 5 simple vegetables are not magic. They are a weekly system. Used consistently, they support liver clearance, steadier hormone metabolism, stronger hydration retention, and the enzyme activity that helps collagen hold together like a scaffold instead of falling apart. The change is not loud. It is gradual. Week by week, many women notice their skin looks less puffy, more even, and more resilient because the foundation underneath is finally being protected. If this video helped you see your skin differently, please like and share it with another woman who needs this knowledge. Subscribe to Senior Health Guard so you stay close to these science-based guides. And I would love one quick comment from you. What is your country and which vegetable surprised you the most? Thank you for being here. And in the next video, we will uncover one everyday habit that silently destroys collagen after 50 and the simple correction that stops it.